Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I'm going to continue with chapter 6, cost of production. So this is the second part of chapter 6. Yeah, first part of chapter 6, which is theory of production, kita dah tengok. Yeah, theory of production kita dah belajar. So today kita akan tengok cost of production. Right? So what is the definition of cost of production? So production cost ataupun cost of production can be defined as money spent in the process of production ataupun any expenses incurred by the producer in producing particular quantity of products. So semasa kita produce, in the process of production itu, any cost yang kita ataupun apa saja money spent in the production process itu adalah cost of production. Contohnya kita bayar wages to the labor, kita bayar rent to the landowner, kita bayar interest on capital, itu merupakan cost of production. Okay. Right. So the concept of cost ada beberapa. We have implicit cost, explicit cost, opportunity cost, social cost and sunk cost. Yeah. So apa itu implicit? Kita go to explicit cost dulu. So explicit cost adalah yang tadi itulah, which is any money spent in the process of production dipanggil sebagai explicit cost. Okay. So kita bayar rent to the landowner, kita bayar interest on capital, kita bayar wages to labor, itu adalah explicit cost. Okay, so implicit cost pula, dia adalah boleh kita katakan sebagai opportunity cost, which the firms make no actual payment. So implicit cost ni dia move kepada, dia tidak buat actual payment, tetapi dia adalah macam kos lepas. Okay, contohnya lah, before this kita bekerja sebagai arkitek, gaji kita RM5,000. Okay, so after a while kita nak berhenti jadi arkitek, kita nak buka bisnes kita. So RM5,000 gaji itu kita dah tak dapat. So 5,000 itu merupakan implicit cost. Sama juga quality of leisure time, time to find for substitute goods, contohnya kan. Yeah. And then apa lagi, banyaklah ya, implicit cost ni dia tidak melibatkan actual payment, right? And then opportunity cost, the second best choice that we sacrifice. Social cost, the total cost of production of good that include direct and indirect cost. Biasanya social cost ni melibatkan macam pollution, pollution, pencemaran yang dia cost kepada society. And then some cost, the cost that firm cannot recover from the expenditure it has made. Contohnya macam kita beli specific equipment yang hanya single use. Dia boleh digunakan untuk satu jenis production sahaja. So kita tak boleh gunakan untuk banyak production untuk lain-lain barang. Jadi cost itu dipanggil sebagai sunk cost. Okay, short run production cost. Short run is a situation where there will be fixed input and also variable input. Jadi the differences between short run and long run kita dah tengok before this, so kita tak payah go further lah, right? Okay, so in the short run, basically there are 7 types of cost. Ada 7 jenis cost. Total fixed cost, total variable cost, total cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, average cost, and marginal cost, right? Okay, so kita tengok one by one. So what is total fixed cost? Total fixed cost is cost of input that are independent of output. Maksudnya di sini, dia tidak ada relationship dengan output. Sama ada kita produce apa ataupun kita tidak produce apa-apa pada bulan ataupun tempoh tertentu, kita perlu bayar fixed cost. So here, when quantity equals to 0, the value of total cost would be equal to total fixed cost. So value of total fixed cost ni dia fix, dia tidak berubah. So contohnya macam rental, interest payment, insurance premium, allowances for depreciation, itu merupakan total fixed cost. Right? Total variable cost refers to the cost of input that changes with output. Maknanya di sini, sekiranya kita produce banyaklah kita punya total variable cost. So total variable cost ni berubah-ubah apabila output berubah. So when quantity equals to 0, total variable cost juga 0. Okay, so contoh macam cost of raw materials, wages to labor, electricity bills and so on, itu merupakan total variable cost. Total cost pula adalah sum of all input. So kita tambah total fixed cost dengan total variable cost, dia akan menjadi total cost. Okay, so ni dalam bentuk diagram. So total fixed cost fixed here, sama ada kita, kuantiti kita kosong ataupun banyak mana, kita akan bayar fixed cost yang sama. Okay, and then total variable cost dia start at 0 and then it upward sloping. Semakin banyak production, semakin banyaklah total variable cost. Total cost pula dia akan start dekat total fixed cost di sini. Dia tidak start daripada 0 lah, sebab total cost ni adalah apa? Combination of total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Ingat, apabila kuantiti kosong, value of total cost sama dengan total variable cost. So dia start dekat sini and dia juga increasing lah, as output increases. And then we move to the average fixed cost. So average fixed cost is the fixed cost per unit of output. Macam mana nak dapatkan dia? Total fixed cost divided by quantity. And this average fixed cost ini akan continuously decline as output increases. Dia negatively slow, right? Contohnya di sini kita ada output 1 until 5. Total fixed cost itu 100 tidak berubah. And then average fixed cost. Ambil 100 bahagi 1, 100 bahagi 2, 100 bahagi 3, dapatlah average fixed cost. Nampak tak value di sini? Semakin banyak output, semakin kurang kita punya average fixed cost. Right? And then average variable cost is variable cost per unit of output. So bagaimana kita nak dapatkan dia? Total variable cost divided by quantity. And average variable cost ini berbentuk U-shaped. U-shaped. Maksudnya pada mulanya dia reduce and then dia reach minimum and dia akan increase. Average cost pula adalah total cost per unit of output. Kita boleh dapatkannya dengan dua cara. Satu, kita ambil average fixed cost plus average variable cost. Satu lagi, total cost divided by quantity and it is also U-shaped. Okay, and marginal cost pula is the change in total cost that result from producing another unit of output. Bagaimana nak dapatkan marginal cost? Change in total cost divided by change in quantity. Right? So bagaimanakah bentuk setiap curve-nya? Average fixed cost, downward sloping. Average variable cost U-shape like this. Di atasnya average cost dan marginal cost di sini. So remember that marginal cost dia akan cut average variable cost and average cost at its minimum point. So apabila average cost reach minimum and average variable cost reach minimum, marginal cost akan memotong kedua-dua curve itu. Right? Okay. So now kita nak lihat bagaimana cara kita nak mengira lah, how to calculate cost, right? So here contohnya yang warna hitam ni adalah information yang kita ada. So quantity yang kita ada 0 until 7, total fixed cost fixed and total variable cost. So boleh tak kita nak cari total cost? Boleh lah. Bagaimana? Total fixed cost plus total variable cost. 20 campur 0, 20, 20 campur 15, 35 dan seterusnya. So remember that when quantity 0, total fixed cost value dia akan sama dengan total cost. Right? Okay. Kemudian kita nak cari average fixed cost. Bagaimana nak cari average fixed cost? Total fixed cost divided by quantity. 20 divided by 1, 20 divided by 2, 20 divided by 3. Kita dapat value average fixed cost. Average variable cost, total variable cost divided by quantity. 15 divided by 1, 25 divided by 2, 30 divided by 3 and so on. Kita akan dapat average variable cost. Bagaimana nak cari average cost? Sama ada average fixed cost, kita tambah average variable cost, 20 campur 15, 10 campur 12.5, 6.67 campur 10, kita dapat. Ataupun ambil total cost di sini bahagi dengan quantity. 35 bahagi 1, 45 bahagi 2, dapat amount yang sama. Dan akhir sekali marginal cost, change in total cost divided by change in quantity. So kita lihat di sini berapakah perbezaan total cost 35 tolak 20, 15 bahagi dengan quantity perbezaannya 1. So 15 bahagi 1, 15. Perbezaan di sini 45 tolak 35, 10 bahagi 1, 10. Perbezaan di sini 50 tolak 45, 5 bahagi 1, 5. So itu adalah marginal cost. As simple as that. Macam tu sahajalah. Formula dia tak susah. Right. So kita tengok task 1. Okay, so kita kena complete the above table. Kita ada total variable cost dan satu total cost di sini. So boleh tak kita nak cari total fixed cost? Boleh lah. Ingat tadi apabila quantity 0, total fixed cost value dia akan sama dengan total cost. So 60 lah keseluruhannya. Okay. Alright. Kemudian kita cari total cost. Ya, dah ada information ni kita boleh cari total cost ya. 60 campur 100. Sorry. 60 campur 100, 160. Okay. 180 campur 60 berapa? Okay, 240 kan? Okay, 240. So yang ni jadi 300. Yang ni akan jadi yes, 400. Yang ni akan jadi 560. Ini adalah total cost. Okay, marginal cost. Okay, change in total cost divided by change in quantity. Right? So, di sinilah ya 160 tolak 60, 100. Ya, bahagi 1. 240 tolak 160 berapa? Ini adalah 60. Kemudian ini 100. Dan ini 100. Okay, average fixed cost. Okay, 60 bagi 1, 60. 60 bahagi 2, 30. 60 bahagi 3, 20. 60 bahagi 4. Plus 60 bahagi 5, 12. So ini average fixed cost. And then average variable cost. Okay, 100. 90. 240 bahagi 3. 80. 340 bahagi 4. 85. 500 bahagi 5. 100. Okay. Kemudian average cost kita nak cari macam mana? Okay, average cost. Kita boleh ada dua cara lah. Sama ada ambil total cost bagi quantity ataupun ambil average fixed cost plus average variable cost. Mana-mana lah. Okay, saya tambahkan senang. 100. 100 juga. Dan 112. Okay. Okay, nampak? So kita dah ada lah di sini. Right. And then ditanya, is the firm operating in the short run or long run? Explain why. So the answer is apa? The answer is short run lah. Ya, kenapa short run? Sebab because there is fixed cost. Berapa? 60. So ini jawapan dia. Okay, so simple sajalah. So this is, okay, this one pun boleh try, you all boleh try, ya, bagaimana nak cari. So dia basically lebih kurang sama saja, dia simple sahajalah, dia tak susah. Okay, alright. And then we move to the long run production, ya, long run production and cost of production. Alright, so long run ini adalah period whereby there is no fixed input, all inputs are variable. So in the long run, input can be changed or altered as there is enough or ample time to change the fixed input. Okay, so in the long run, yeah, production can be defined as a planning period whereby a producer will choose the best plant size that not only maximizes production but also minimizes the cost. Okay, so plant size itu ditentukan oleh short run average cost curve, right? Okay, so in the long run, firm does not have to operate with fixed plant size and equipment. It can now expand the whole scale of operation as it may experience economies of scale or diseconomies of scale. So in the long run, firm dia akan experience sama ada economies of scale atau diseconomies of scale So hukum ini dipanggil sebagai law of returns to scale. Okay. So kita juga kena tahu konsep long run average cost curve. Yeah. So long run average cost is the curve that shows the minimum cost of producing any given output when all inputs are variable. And long run average cost curve is derived by a series of short run average cost curve. So the tangential point, yeah, of the short run average cost curve are joined and make up the long run average cost curve. Jadi, so nampak di sini, so the long run average cost curve ini terbentuk daripada beberapa short run average cost curves. Okay, and the long run average cost curve ini berbentuk U atau U-shaped. Jadi the tangential point ini yang membuatkan, ya, so di sinilah the minimum point of cost inilah, ya, di mana firm akan produce. So kalau nak produce at quantity 1, dia akan produce at point A. Kalau dia nak produce quantity 2, dia akan produce sama ada B atau C. So dia tidak akan pilih B kerana B cost dia lebih tinggi, so dia akan pilih C. And bila dia produce quantity 3, dia akan produce at point D dan dia instead of point E. Okay, so this U shape ini indicate apa? Dia indicate decreasing average cost, iaitu increasing returns to scale and increasing average cost, decreasing returns to scale. So this shape ini dan juga this law long run cost of production ini adalah based on the law of returns to scale. Right? So U-shape ini kita buang all the short run average cost, kita hanya lihat di sini long run average cost. So kita ada increasing returns to scale, constant returns to scale and decreasing returns to scale. Okay? So increasing returns to scale ni maksudnya apa? As output increases, the long run average cost decreases. Okay? Constant returns to scale maksudnya apa? As output increases, the long run average cost is constant. Decreasing return to scale bermaksud as output increases, the long run average cost increases. Jadi di sini, the firm may experience law of returns to scale, sama ada experience economies of scale atau diseconomies of scale. So apa itu economies of scale? Dia adalah benefit a firm can enjoy as it grow larger. Maknanya as output increases, the long run average cost decreases. Diseconomies of scale pula, problem ataupun disadvantage faced by the firm as it grow larger, contohnya long run average cost akan meningkat as output increases. Okay, so inilah increasing return to scale, constant returns to scale, decreasing returns to scale. So increasing returns to scale maksudnya apa? As output increases, the long run average cost decreases. Contoh faktor yang menyebabkan increasing returns to scale, division of labor and specialization. So kalau labor ni they specialized in the jobs that they are most capable, jadi productivity akan meningkat, cost akan menurun, so firm akan experience increasing returns to scale. Okay, tetapi this stage belum lagi efficient lah sebab the resources are not fully utilized. Jadi biasanya firm akan produce lebih banyak. And then constant returns to scale, maksudnya as output increases, the long run average cost curve is unchanged. So rational producer akan choose at this point sebab the resources are fully utilized. And decreasing returns to scale, as output increases, the long run average cost increases. Apa faktor yang menyebabkan decreasing returns to scale? Maybe management problem, miscommunication and slow process of decision making causes output to decrease and increase the cost. So this is not efficient stage and not economical stage, right? Okay. And kita lihat apa faktor-faktor, apa faktor yang menyebabkan firm itu boleh capai economies of scale dan apakah faktor yang menyebabkan firm itu experience this economies of scale. Okay. Faktor-faktor economies of scale maybe first labor economies macam tadilah worker are assigned to do specific tasks, so they will increase their specialization and increase efficiency, increase productivity, so the cost will reduce and the firm may experience economies of scale. Okay. Managerial economies, big firm can benefit by specializing its managerial department. So each department under in charge of the professionals and expert lah. So setiap department dalam company itu orang expert dalam bidang masing-masing lah. Bidang finance, bidang account, bidang human resource, economies and so on. Jadi bila each department under in charge of expert, so cost akan berkurangan, productivity akan meningkat, jadi firm akan experience economies of scale. Marketing economies, firm can buy raw materials or inputs in bulk and obtain it at the cheaper price. Jadi firm biasanya dia boleh, yang besar-besar ni dia mampu untuk membeli input dalam kuantiti yang banyak, jadi dia akan dapat harga lebih murah, jadi cost saving dekat situ, so dia mampu achieve economies of scale. Technical economies, large firm have more resources to use more machines which are modern and sophisticated. Jadi lebih banyak sumber yang ada pada large firm, dia mempunyai teknologi yang canggih-canggih yang menyebabkan kos menurun, productivity meningkat dan dia akan achieve economies of scale. Financial economies, large firm can easily obtain loans from the financial institution as compared to smaller firms since large firms have good financial standing. Jadi biasanya company besar ni dia sentiasa mudah untuk mendapat pinjaman daripada banking sector ataupun financial institution. Jadi dia boleh gunakan dana itu untuk expand dia punya business. Jadi business dia menjadi lebih maju dan dia akan capai economies of scale. Okay, and factor-factor yang menyebabkan diseconomies of scale, labor diseconomies maybe because of overcrowding of labor, terlampau ramai pekerja, tidak selesa, ada pekerja yang tak buat kerja, so productivity menurun, cost meningkat menyebabkan diseconomies of scale. Management diseconomies, difficulties of managing large firm, miscommunication, lack of cooperation, coordination, supervision, so lead to the low productivity and increase the cost menyebabkan firm experience diseconomies of scale. Technical diseconomies, every machine has an optimum capacity for work. The maximum capacity used to slow down the production process. So setiap machine yang digunakan, maybe biasalah machine ni dia boleh rosak, kena repair, dia kena service. So cost itu agak tinggi lah buat firm yang menyebabkan perlu beli baru, repair and so on, itu adalah boleh menyebabkan kos yang meningkat dan firm may be experience these economies of scale. Okay, so untuk faktor-faktor ni, boleh untuk further reading boleh tengok textbook lah. Textbook ada lebih banyak lagi faktor-faktor. Right, so itu saja untuk chapter 6 under cost of production. Right. So if you have anything, then you can ask me later. Right, so thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.